Hello and thanks for joining me for some Escape the Pacific. This is a game that's been in early access for quite a while. It's just recently had a few updates and just going to see what's new. I have gone and deleted all my old saves and we're just going to start fresh with a new game here. So we at the moment, sandbox is all that we've got to choose from still. We've got a few things that we can try in here. We're going to leave that on survival. If it's got a an asterisk like that, that's something that's planned to come in, but it's not actually implemented yet. We're going to leave it. We'll leave it on realistic. And we'll leave the pace as well. Let's see. Alright, so onto the character. We can still only choose David. We're going to leave that normal. We're going to leave that normal as well. Not going to touch any of this, so I'm going to untick the sharks. As far as I'm aware, the sharks are still just a visual thing, but they do give me the willies. So I'll turn them off. Mind you, last time that I played when I turned them off, they would still appear anyway. But so this is going to be your starting island, and we can view it in full screen. You can right click your mouse and spin it around, and you can use your mouse wheel to zoom in and have a look at what it's like. And it doesn't look too bad. And you can also click here and generate a new seed, and that'll do a brand new island and a brand new cluster for you. It puts a seed up here, so if you find one that you like, write that down. If you want to play the same map again, then you can go into edit seed here and you can type it in there. So we're just going to go ahead and start the game. And that'll load us into the water. And we'll be looking ahead and we can see an island in the distance there, but you want to turn around and there'll be one. You'll be right on the edge of one here. So we'll just pop up here. So the first thing we want to do, I'm going to hit J and I'm going to close that. So J brings up your journal. Some of this stuff in here is not completely done, and it also brings up different hints and stuff which can be annoying at times, but if you've never played the game you might want to use it. So we're going to pick up some stuff. We can't carry too much at this stage. Alright. This arrow here points towards that island. That's going to be our first destination once we get settled here. But I want this stick here. We're going to drop this. This is a carving rock. And I'm going to pull out the other rock that I picked up. And we're going to smack this one. Then we get a hammerstone shard. And we're going to hit C, which brings up our crafting menu. And we want this hammer. So we're going to place down a blueprint. We're going to pick that up, pop that in there, pick that up, pop that on there, pull out our rock again and hit that a couple of times. Now we've got a hammer. We're going to leave that there for the minute. Let's see what else we can find. Alright, we want this. And Oh, good, we've got tall grass. Don't always have that sort of stuff. I'm going to grab this big one. Carry that back over. Let's just skip that. Carry this over to where we are. Well, there was another one right there. That's a carving rock. We can smack that with either our hammer or our rock. I'm going to use the rock because our hammer does have an endurance that can run out. When we hit that a few times, we'll get another carving rock. Hit that a few times, we get another hammerstone shard. Hit that a couple more times, we'll get an axe stone shard. So now I'm going to hit C again. We'll bring up our axe. Put down the blueprint. Add that to it. We're going to add our stick to it. Pick up our hammer. Give it a couple of whacks. And drop the hammer again. So now we've got an axe and a hammer. We also need a knife. Just going to pop that down. We'll give this another couple of whacks. Smack that again. Smack the hammerstone shard till it breaks down into an axe stone shard. Then we'll whack that down till we get a knife stone shard. Pop that on there. Pick up our hammer. Actually, we are missing a stick. Alright, so we'll go and find a stick. See what we can find around here. We could chop a tree, but there should be a couple of sticks laying around. Maybe, if we're lucky. There's one. These seagulls are pretty noisy. And unless they've changed it, if you try and grab that egg, you will get attacked by seagulls. So, wouldn't really recommend it. Got quite a lot of these large stones here. You can pick up a couple of different items at a time. Depending on what it is, you can carry so many in your hand at a time, but that's all we can carry at the moment. So get back around here. Add a stick to that. Drop the other one here. Pick up our hammer. Give that a couple of whacks. Okay. Now we want our axe. Let's just bring up the journal and get rid of that. Alright. So now we want to be able to carry more stuff. So we are going to go into this section. So this is your tools and this is a bunch of other stuff. We'll find a small tool belt. Put that down. Get rid of this journal entry. We want the small side bag as well. So we'll put that blueprint down. And also the small backpack. And for all of these, we're going to need palm fronds. That means we're going to have to chop down a palm tree. So let's chop this one. And actually, we'll let's drop these couple of rocks over here. Alright. If you point at the ground, we can sit. And then I'm going to pull out my axe. We'll hit J again to get rid of that journal entry. If you're doing activities while you're sitting, you're going to use a bit less energy. And we'll skip that. That'll fall. We'll hit escape to stand up again. And so if you point at different parts of this, you'll have the trunk. There are coconuts and get in the right position, you'll have fronds. So we're just going to whack at the fronds with our axe. And they'll all fall off like that. Pick up a certain amount of these. That's about all we can carry. Bring them back over to our blueprint. We'll do the tool belt. 2 for our little bag. And okay, that needs 2 more. So I'll go grab the rest of these. Add 2 of those. Now with the rest of them, if I try and drop these, it has a collision and it doesn't want to drop them properly. So we're going to go into the crafting menu again, into the tools section. We're going to use this here, the frond pack, which does require a twine to complete, but we're not going to worry about that. We're just going to put this down, add our fronds to it, and then we're going to hold down left click, and then they'll all just fall in a stack there. Okay, so this also needs some small sticks. So grab our knife. We'll give this 10 whacks with the knife. And that is ready. We can press R to wear it. And now we can carry all of our tools in our belt. Pick up the hammer. Put that in 3. So these numbers down here, 3, 4, 5, that's the numbers you would press on your keyboard to bring those tools out. And we still need a couple of sticks for that, but now we can carry a few things. So let's see. Did I not? Okay, we haven't done our side bag yet. So we'll pull out our knife and we'll finish this one off. And we'll press R to wear that, and now we have some inventory space here. So just going to check something quickly. All right. So now we need a couple more sticks to finish off our backpack. See if there's any lying around that we didn't already pick up. Not seeing any, so we might start chopping down some little trees. So where's all our stuff at? May as well pick one of these up and bring it back to where we're doing all our stuff. Plonk that down there. Alright, so we'll bring out our axe. Chop down one of these. Let's get that bush out of the way. And these fibres, skip that. These fibres here we can use to make ropes later on. Alright, so there's a couple of sticks. Add those to our backpack. And we need our knife. And we'll give it 10 whacks with the knife. And now we can wear that. Alright, so a couple of things on the UI have changed. Down the bottom there, bottom left hand corner. We are showing some indicators for our salt and vitamins and water. I believe the little green apple that's new, I think that shows that we're not hungry, but we're going to need water pretty soon. So we're going to bring up our crafting menu, go into this second item here. So there's two of these dew catchers. One uses banana leaves and the other one uses palm fronds. We're going to do the palm frond one. And we're just going to place that where we want it. We can use our mouse wheel to distance it. We put that there. And that needs 11 small sticks, 4 palm fronds, and then we need to whack it with our hammer. So we have a couple of palm fronds here. 1, 2, 3. So we will need to cut down another palm tree. Let's do this one. And we could sit down, but I'm not going to worry about it. So now it does say up the top left there, why not take a short trip and see what's defined where the arrow is pointing to. That was that stone arrow. We could try swimming there, but we're going to build a raft first. I want to be hitting the fronds, not the coconut. Alright, let's grab all of these, as many as we can. And we'll add those. So that's done there. So we're going to do the same thing with the pack here. Place that down and just add all these to it. And then right click to cancel it. Pick up the rest. And we'll stack all these in a pile over here too. Just like so. Alright. So. Oh, hi Dixie. This thing? Is that what you're talking about? Yeah, that's for water, mate. Sorry, I didn't see your chat there. Still getting used to keeping an eye on 2 different places. Yeah, that's to collect water. So we still need sticks for that. So we're going to chop down a few more little bushes. And I don't know if I can change the UI to be a bit bigger. Let me see. Not really HUD level. UI scale. Don't know if that really helps it much. It doesn't seem to. So I'll chop down this and pick these up. Gonna need a lot more than that, but we'll get this sorted. We can get water out of the coconuts as well, but it's always a good idea to have stuff running. Now, we could also use our axe on this long stick here and chop that down into smaller sticks, but we're going to use long sticks for other stuff later on. So we'll chuck that down here. That's a small stick. All right. So we need a few more. And so if you go on an easier difficulty setting, it doesn't really make the game harder or easier. But if you do go on easier, it just uses less resources that you need to collect. And as of yet, I don't believe you can actually escape the Pacific. But what happens is, where this arrow is, there'll always be an arrow on your first island, and it's always a different map and a different set of islands that you're going to get. But this arrow is pointing to that island. That's our first destination, but you can see in the distance there are other islands around. But if we go to that one, we're going to find a clue to another island that has some other things to it, and eventually we'll get out of this cluster of islands. Back to our sticks. Let's see what we can find here. So I'll chop these down. It's probably going to give us the long sticks. We want these little baby bushes, or little baby trees here. Grab those. Yeah, it is less work, for sure. And maybe it might have been a better idea to do that for streaming, because it's a bit less of just me running around collecting sticks. All right, but that's as much as we need there, so we can pull out our hammer, give it a few whacks. And now we need something to actually catch the water in it. And typically, unless it's raining, it's only going to collect water overnight. But we're going to go down and let's just get rid of this journal entry. So if we press R, that's just going to put these straight in our bag. And everything has a weight and a size, so you can't just shove everything. You can't just pick up everything all the time. Things will weigh you down. And if we walk out into the water while we're weighed down, we'll get stuck out there and you won't be able to get out. You can't swim with your bags on and all that sort of stuff. I'm going to pick this up and I'm going to put it over here next to the other one. And if you right click, you can drag it around and we can rotate it. Just going to make a bit of a barrier. Yeah, there was a couple more of these large carving stones. There's one, or medium ones. And I'm going to plonk that down there. Let's rotate that a bit. Okay. Now we're going to drop all these coconuts here and that'll stop them rolling off into the water. Because if they do roll off into the water, they will float away. And we might just have a quick look around, just around the perimeter and see if there was any other coconuts on the ground around here and grab them before they go. Doesn't look like it. We actually have plenty of these. Sometimes you're not so lucky. Sometimes you'll find yourself on an island that has almost nothing on it. And you do need to watch different types of food. You know, you need to keep a bit of a balanced diet. You can't just eat the same thing all the time. Like, keep eating a bunch of fruit and no meat or whatever. You've also got to look out for your salt levels and all that sort of stuff. So, all right, there's not a lot of coconuts. We can always get more by chopping down more of those palm trees. Sometimes you'll find palm trees that are a bit lower down, and you'll be able to pick them off. We've actually got a papaya tree here, which is pretty cool. We'll grab those papayas off there later on. They're one of the better foods of the game. Or one of the better fruits anyway. So these coconut husks, you can break them down further into fibres to make ropes out of. But we're just going to whack away at the stripped coconut, and now we can pick this up and we can drink it. We can drop it, we can pull out our knife. Give it a few smacks with the knife. And we can get the coconut flesh, we can eat that. And that brings up my crafting menu. So let's go into the settings here. Let me see. Craft. Interaction 4. So eating and drinking. Alright, let's just change crafting to V. So that way when I press C to eat or drink, it's not going to bring up the crafting menu. Alright, let's pop that in there. So overnight, or if it rains, that'll collect some water. I am also going to get a drying rack up and running. So we're just going to place that there. And that needs a couple of long sticks. So we had a couple of those here. Add those. And we need a bunch more of the smaller sticks. So, yeah, we got a pretty decent island for sure. And when you know what you're looking for when you do your starter island, I don't know if you saw the start where I chose the island. Then you can, you can choose a different random seed and you can have a look at the island up close before you decide that that's the one you want to start on. Need a couple more. And this stuff here is good as well. We can make the best bed in the game out of that. You're not always so lucky. We've got bananas over there too, over here. So we'll leave those for the moment. And I haven't been counting how many I need. I don't do math. That's not my thing. But one more should do that. Let's drop that. Pull out our hammer. Give that a few whacks. And that's done. All right. Let's see if we can find crab will do. So we can make a fire and we can cook meat, but it lasts longer if you dry it. It also takes a bit longer than cooking, but that's all right. We'll pop that on there. See what else we can find. There's another crab. Grab that guy. So as of yet, I don't think there's anything really that attacks you in the game. You could definitely die of drowning or starving or of thirst. Sunstroke even. And you can get sick from not having enough salt or enough vitamins in your diet and all that sort of thing. So I don't know if we've got any turtles on this island. There's another crab though, we'll grab that guy. We can catch him. Let's just pop that in our bag. You can find a big turtle, you get like a few pieces of meat out of it instead of just the one. And we'll set up a fish trap in a little bit. And then once we've caught fish, we can catch birds. Let's just get rid of this journal entry. Stand still. Alright. That'll probably be enough meat for us for the moment. We may as well finish the perimeter. Let's see. Got more grass over here. It's pretty good. Alright. Let's bring this out, pop it on the rack. Okay. Let's do another coconut. Because we want to use the coconut shell as a container. So let's crack open the stripped coconut. And we are out of energy. Which means we can't do anything, so you just wait for a minute. We will drink that. Pick that up. You don't have to take the stuff out of it. Yeah, these here. Oh, these are just baby ones. Alright. Sometimes you'll find big ones of these mangroves. And they'll have salt on them. Let's get rid of that. But I don't think these ones are big enough. And you can collect a little bit of salt off them every day. But those ones are just little ones, and I don't think they're going to give us any salt at all. Now here's a short palm, and we'd be able to reach those coconuts and just pick them off. All right, yeah, we're not getting any salt off of that, so what we're going to do is just go out into the edge of the water, not too deep, because we will get stuck out there carrying our backpack. And we're just going to plop that in the sun. That water will, as long as it doesn't rain. Yeah, it does look a little overcast. As long as it doesn't rain, that water will evaporate and it'll leave salt behind in it. Let's get rid of that. Alright. We'll get a couple of those going. So I'll just crack over another one here. Crack open that one. And we'll pick that up. We will drink that Oops, I just emptied it instead of drinking it. Doesn't matter. Fill that up. And get rid of that. Pop that in the sun too. Okay. Let's see. Let's open up our crafting menu again. Let's get a fish trap going. Pop that over here. Alright, so a couple more long sticks and some short sticks. And we can chop down these big wood trunks. They will turn into a thick branch like this one, which can further be cut down to long sticks and then to short sticks and then to fire sticks. But we're going to make use of what we've got here. So add those two, we'll drop these. Got a small one there, but we're going to need a ton for this one. Let's get some of these bushes out the way. See what we can find in here. Alright, we'll try that one. Let's get that bush there out the way first. It's probably going to give us long sticks, this one, but we'll see. Oh, we got a couple of short sticks from it. So add those. Now we need 30 all up, so a few more. And we are out of energy. Let's just get rid of that. Alright, let's pop our axe away and sit down. There we go. Alright, let's grab that and that. Probably going to get tired soon. Yeah, might still have a bit of daylight. Alright, these little trees here are the ones that we want for small sticks. Alright. So we can just hit R and they'll go straight into our bag. And then we'll hit E to pick up the last one. Add those in. Go find another one. Don't want to chop down your papaya trees. So fruit will grow back eventually. So you don't really want to chop down too many of the trees that are producing fruit. But I mean, we will be moving on to a different island anyway. But I like to get set up. I think we're going to have enough stuff on this island to build a decent raft, so we'll probably be here for a few days while we're doing that. Alright. Does look like the sun is setting. Alright. Maybe we will make ourselves a bed before we go any further. We'll do the grass one, seeing as we've got grass. If you haven't got grass, you do a banana leaf bed or a palm frond bed, or even just one out of sticks. Or you could just make one out of like just putting grass and stuff on the ground. But we're going to make a proper one. Pop it there. That needs 6 long sticks and 6 small sticks. 3 grass rolls, so we're just going to pick up 3 of these. And if you are too tired, you will pass out. So let's see, we had some long sticks over here. There's a couple more, so that should be our 6 long sticks, and then we just need a few more of the short ones. They're long, we could cut them down, but we are going to need more long ones. So let's just chop down some more of these. Get that bush out the way so I can see what's going on. Get that one out the way. Alright, we'll chop this. And you can see there's a little yellow bar if you look down in my tool belt. There's a little yellow bar underneath each of the tools, so they do have a durability. We can sharpen this axe up, which we will do a bit later. I'm a little bit exhausted here. Let's just sit down. See if we can get this finished off. Alright. Alright, let's hold down R and put them away. We'll pick up these long ones. Press R on the small one. Alright, let's just pop these down here. So, I mean, it's pretty much a bit of a sandbox game. You can do whatever you want. You can build a big base on an island, or you can build a raft. I typically like to build like a mobile base on a raft. Let's just chop a couple of these. That'll break them down into small sticks. And that was just enough. Pull out a hammer. Give that a whack. Alright, let's check our journal. It's saying that we were a little tired. That's fine. I want to see if I can get this fish trap finished. There's all the little baby trees. Like this one. If I can get the fish trap finished before we go to bed, that'd be nice. Then we'll be able to should be able to have some fish ready for the morning. Chop this one. And let's just take another seat here. So we can still get exhausted by sitting, but we do use a little bit less energy. And we regain it faster as well. Alright, so let's pack as many of these into our bag as we can. May as well pick these up while we're here. Now, where are we? Over here. Dump the long ones. Oh, we're one short. All right, let's just chop one of these. And now we are thirsty as well. Yeah, it is night time. Where's our dew catcher? Hasn't caught anything yet. All right, that's fine. Let's just chop another coconut. And let's put our axe away so we can sit down. We'll whack away at that. And we are pretty exhausted, so might take a little while. Now I can't reach that from there, so I've got to stand up. Where is it? There we go. Let's bring that over here. We'll cancel that. Sit down. Break that open. A few more wax. Yeah, it is pretty dark. Can you see though? Like, how's it showing up on YouTube? Are you able to see it on YouTube okay? I can set up some torches, but probably not right now. We'll have a snooze in a sec anyway, and that'll bring us to sunrise. Let's drink that. We'll fill that up with some water. Pop that down there. I just wanted one more stick to finish our fish trap so we can put that down before we go to bed. Alright, good. Thanks, Dixie. Alrighty. Almost done here. I'm going to pick that up and we're going to go the opposite side of the island to where we're doing all our stuff. I guess where this statue is, and we'll just get rid of that. Just going to carefully walk out here, not too deep. Press Q to drop it, and we'll drag it and use our mouse wheel to put it out a little bit deeper. Alright, hopefully when we come back in the morning, that'll have some fish in it. So we can, if I can find my bed before I pass out. I think it was around here. Oh, I've completely gone the wrong way. Alright, it was up near here. It's near the arrow. And I can barely see anything myself. Alright, so we are just going to sleep until sunrise. And the different quality bed you have, like the longer it takes to sort of sleep. So we're fully rested. I could have woke up then, but it would still be dark. So I guess the sun is rising a bit, so we can wake up there. Otherwise it'll keep you waking. The other cool thing is all the stars here are actually realistic. So it is in the Pacific Ocean, near the southern hemisphere. And I have in previous playthroughs actually navigated by the stars, because I do know how to do that in the southern hemisphere. But we'll worry about that when we've actually got a boat to navigate with. Let's see. All right, so let's go check our fish trap. Which was over by this statue here. And we got 2 fish in there. Let's grab those. And back to our drying rack. We'll shove one on the drying rack. The other one, I'm going to put it in my bag. And I think we'll set up a bird trap. So we need fish as bait to catch birds. But birds are the best meat in the game. Or at least they were the last time I played it anyway. So this is going to take a lot of sticks as well. So I mean, yeah, it's definitely a lot less grindy if you do go on easy. Like, that's the only real difference between the difficulty settings. Let's just sharpen up our axe. So I'm just going to drop it and try and find one of those stones that I had. This one will do, this rock. And we're just going to smack the axe with the rock, and that'll sharpen it up a bit. Otherwise it'll break and we'll have to make a whole new one. Okay, so this needs small sticks and fire sticks. So we'll keep going on the small trees for now. Some of these little ones will give us fire sticks, like that one. Otherwise you can break down a small stick to get fire sticks. Yeah, the sleep's pretty cool. The way it works, I mean, you don't have to wait till night time. Sleep anytime, pretty much. And when later on in the game, like once we've finished exploring, so we're in a cluster. We're in a cluster of islands, and you know, we can see those in the distance. But you'll eventually head out to a whole separate cluster, and that can mean sailing, like out in the middle of nowhere with no land in sight for at least two or three game days and nights. So yeah, sleep comes in handy there. And you don't want to fall asleep like if you're out in the water, like swimming or whatever. It's something you don't want to do. Guess we'll keep chopping these. What happened to my axe? Did I just drop it? Okay, get back in my belt. There we go. So you're doing more Zomboid tonight, Dixie? Or today? Big day for you, I guess. Yeah, let me see. Some of these little trees. Grab that. I mean, I don't know how long I'm going to do this stream for. I'm just mucking around, basically just... oh, we got enough small sticks. We need fire sticks now. So let's toss those. And I've got a couple of fire sticks in my bag. I need 30 of those. That's quite a lot. Yeah, I'm just trying to get a feel for streaming. It's not really something I've really done much of before. Just trying to see if I can, if it's something that I'm going to enjoy doing. It's when I make my videos, like, it's not the same as like when I play a game myself, you know, because I'll normally play a game, you know, for a number of hours. And, you know, with my episodes, I'm just doing sort of one game day of Zomboid per episode. And it kind of drags out the gameplay a little bit for me. So sometimes I do record them sort of back to back and have a few set up in reserve, ready to go. It depends on how much time I've got and what my sleep patterns are doing. If I am awake during the day, I generally have less time to do my game recording because I've got things that I've got to catch up on that can only be done during the day. You know, things like mowing the lawn and other things around the house like that. So, I don't know if I'll still be streaming or if you'll still be streaming once I'm finished. If so, I'll try to do a redirect. The first time I tried streaming, I tried to redirect to Vico, and I think it was telling me that Vico was live, and he actually wasn't. And so it didn't redirect. So I'm not sure if I was doing something wrong there. Maybe I needed to refresh it. But if you're still live, I will attempt the redirect there. We'll see how we go. Anyway, we're almost done with our bird trap. And I have not been counting how many sticks I've been putting in here at all. I don't do math. So we had just enough. Alright, so now we can pull out our hammer. Give that a few smacks. So I guess with needing more resources with the higher difficulty level generally means that you would need to, depending on how lucky you are with various islands that you find, it generally mean that you're going to need to island hop a bit more to find enough resources to build all the stuff that you want. Which we're still going to have to do anyway, but, you know, I like to island hop in style. So we're going to place this down next to this seagull rock. You can pick up these feathers. We can make a bow and arrow. And before, in earlier versions of the game, we didn't have this bird trap. You had to, the only way you could get the birds was to actually shoot them. But the bows were a bit janky. So now we need to arm it with C. Pull out our fish that we got before. Add that. Oh, we may as well grab this crab that's stuck on the rock. Grab this guy. Grab that meat. And we are thirsty again. I probably should have grabbed our water as soon as we woke up because that will also evaporate during the day. Alright, we'll grab that. Drink it. Wasn't a great deal in there. We probably should set up a second one of these because I don't really do a lot. So let's do that. And there are banana trees here. I don't want to chop them down to get the banana leaves. There's two different types of banana trees. There's like this one here is a dead one. Same with this one. And they will not produce bananas. So I will be taking those banana leaves, but I'll be saving those for sales. And we can grab a few of these bananas as well and put them on our drying rack. But they are better quality when they're fresh. You will also get more fruit off of a tree if you pick them before they fall off the tree, which they will do eventually. So we will just pop them back down. Oh, there's only one anyway. Okay, so more sticks, 11. So, yeah, I think maybe I should have probably gone on easy mode just for streaming, just to make it a little less boring for the stream. Doesn't matter. This doesn't use long sticks. Let's pop those in our pile over here. All right. They're all long. They're long. And we are thirsty again. So water is a bit of a thing. All right, we can grab those. Grab these long sticks here. And drop those ones. Pull out the short ones. Grab some more. This little one here should give us some short ones. Pop those in our bag. All right, grab these. Hey Spike, how you doing? Thanks for dropping in. I've seen you in some of the Zomboid streams that I watch. So we're playing Escape the Pacific. I don't know if you've seen this game before. Let's see. We're currently collecting sticks, which is always exciting. All right. That's not what I'm looking for. So, got a little base camp over here on our first island. Just setting up some basic survival stuff. Give that a few smacks with our hammer. What's going on here? The game has froze on me. Yep. The game's frozen up on me.